Hello, everyone. Sorry. Hi, friends. Hi, replay watchers. You are who is with me right now. If you don't see a red live box up in this corner, then this is a replay and you have missed me, okay? However, this is Zodiac Monday. So every Zodiac sign will have a message here today on this video. So give me a moment to jump into my secondary device. And this time is unorthodox. This is definitely not my usual time slot. Oops. Okay, I think sound is good. So give me just a minute, guys. Replay watchers, I appreciate you. I'm just getting this where it needs to go. Hi, Gina. Thank you for being here, Gina. How's everyone today? How are you today, Gina? How you doing? Sound is great. You look fab. Oh, you're too sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. It was like too cold for just a t-shirt, so I had to double it up. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm almost there. Let's share this into the Vibe Tribe. Oh, no. Yeah, this time. Oh, look at you. Hi, Stephanie. Sun is shining here. Wind. That's fantastic. Thank you, God. That's awesome. Hi, Ishika. Ishika on YouTube. Good to see you. I am going to be doing some zodiac readings today for all 12 of the zodiac signs grouped by element. Okay. So I first want to say this is an 18 and over broadcast because I'm an 18 and over kind of girl. Okay. Sometimes I cuss, I do vape, and sometimes we talk about sensitive things. Okay. So that is my disclaimer. I do appreciate you subscribing to the channel, liking and following my page, and sharing this video far and wide. That allows Spirit to draw more people in because you guys know more people than I do. And on Zodiac readings, on Zodiac Mondays or whatever day it is for you, doesn't matter. On this broadcast, everyone has a message. And then I will also close with a group pick a card message for anyone who's live or on replay. Hi, Jody. It has been a minute since I've seen you, darling. I bet it's this weird time slot, right? Tell me about it. I've got some more upcoming events that I have spread out over the course of this month and next month that are at this specific time slot, but on other days of the week here and there, because I understand that I'm an evening person. You better believe it, but not my whole crowd is not always available at the same time and the same days. So I'm trying to branch out a little bit more to be more available to people. So I'm excited to see you, Jody. I'm excited to see everyone showing up. Hey, Lynn, glad to see you guys. Let's see here. Oh, goodness. Okay, I am going to tag followers. Can I do that? Because I have messages. I'm getting messages from followers who don't know I'm live. Whoops, whoops. Thank you so much, guys, for showing up to support me. I am sipping my coffee today. So whatever you have going on, grab your beverage, grab your smoke, grab whatever you have going on and come settle in with me. Hi, Anastasia. Good to see you. Hi, Laura Reffett. Hello, friends. Hello, hello. So this is going to be the order of the readings today, okay? Fire signs will be first, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? And then I'll move into the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, and then the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, and then the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, okay? So that will be the order of the readings today. And then after the readings, I will do a group pick a card message from the Soul's Journey Lesson Cards by James Von Prague. But for the Zodiac readings, I will be using these decks that you see here today. We're going to get your vibes from my real life Oracle deck. We're going to get some what's going on from the Quantum Oracle. What can help from the Power of Surrender. And I'll go a little more deep with each of the 3 signs from the Tarot Mystical Moments. So I'll do that individually. Yeah, definitely. I'm just, this is a different time slot today because it accommodates my schedule. So here I am, and here we are. So the first group of signs, hold on. First, I need you guys to know that I am aligned with love and light in God, and I am here of service of the greatest and highest good of all of you guys. So thank you for allowing me to be of service today in this way for all of you. I do appreciate that. And please let your ears perk up because our birth charts are so dynamic that, I may be speaking to another area of your chart in which maybe you've got some heavy placements or something and you're not aware. So just listen with an open heart, take what resonates, leave the rest for everyone else. This is going to be a forecast from today through next Monday, okay, just to see how the week is kind of going to go for each of the 12 zodiac signs. So I thank you guys for being here with me. Hi, Sandra Hartman. Hi, Esther on YouTube. Carol, still very sick. You have COVID. Sending love to you, darling. I hope you feel better very, very soon. Whew, my palms are burning. Spirit, please step in with Carol and anyone else who is ill or ailing at this time, please. And the Archangel Raphael is the angel who steps in when healing is needed. Okay, so I have Raphael stepping in and I'm just sending him your way, Carol, and anyone else who is in need of that in your mind and your heart or out loud, just say yes. Okay, Spirit knows what you need. And I'm just flagging them down, the angels, and sending them your way. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Hi, Brenda Walker. Good to see you, babe. Oh, yeah, Lynn, our weather has been crazy. Man, we have a real bad storm raging through California where I'm at. And Lynn, I know we're at opposite ends of the state, but it's hitting the whole state. So, Lynn, I empathize with you, darling. You're closer to the coast than I am. So, now I do want to say, if you vibe with me, I do have a private Facebook group called the Spirit Speaks Vibe Tribe. In that Vibe Tribe, it's free. It's free to join. It doesn't cost a thing. I do a card a day for everybody, Intuitive Tuesday for the group. I mean, a card a day for the group, Intuitive Tuesdays once a week, where you stretch your intuitive skills and pick your card and find out if you were right. I do not weekly, Vibe Tribe only gatherings, monthly Vibe Tribe only reading events, contests, these kinds of things. It's all in the private, safe. Why can't I speak? Forgive me, guys. I'm just a regular person like anybody else. And I'm stumbling over my words right now. I'll just pause. Hi, I see a lot of different faces. Hey, Craig. I hope this time suits you better, huh? I think it's early for you right now. Hi, Lisa from San Francisco. Right. We were just talking about this, how stormy it is in California right now. I'm in California as well. So listen, Vibe Tribe, if you want to be in my Vibe Tribe, if you vibe with me, please click to join, but you must agree to the group rules. The group rules are in place to keep everybody safe and keep those scammers out, okay? Speaking of scammers, okay, I will will not reach out to you, and neither does any legitimate professional spiritual practitioner. Okay. Scammers do this stuff all day long. They tell you how gorgeous you are, ask you to DM them, or tell you they have a message for you, or that you have a hex or some kind of thing, and you've got to pay them to remove it. This is all bullshit. Okay. True, legitimate spiritual practitioners do not have the time of day to tap random strangers and hope that, something happens. We're busy serving humanity and God and meditating and doing all the other things. So if you are approached, please report any suspicious activity, block those individuals. And if you want to connect with a legitimate practitioner, you should witness what they do. You should at least hear good words from a friend about them and witness what they do. You should be drawn to your reader. Okay. You should say, hey, I really vibe with that reader. I think I want to connect with them. And if that's the case, you should be the person who is making the first move. Okay. That's how it works. That's really how it works. And if it's me or anyone else, you're the first person to make that first move. Okay. That's a safe way to connect to a legitimate practitioner. If it is me, my links are in your description box. Okay. HeidiCorona.shop is the place to find everything I got going on. My name, HeidiCorona.shop. I won't reach out to you. All right. Now I think we're ready. Hi, Lilypaw. Wow. I've got an Ireland here. Let's see who it is. Hi, Noreen. Oh, it's Noreen. Noreen. No. You're saying hello as well. I lost you. Where are you at? I can't see the comment. That's crazy. Hi, Lynn. Good to see you. Hello to everyone who's here. Hello and welcome, far and wide. I'm so excited to have you sitting with me today. If you are new to me or new to my page, my name is Heidi. I'm a regular, real person, just like anybody else, but spirit shows up for us no matter what. And I'm going to be reading some cards today for all of the zodiac signs, okay, to get a bit of a forecast on how our week is going to go ahead. So please take it as it resonates, leave the rest for everyone else. And we are going to get started with the fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Hi, Karma. Good to see you. Oh, yeah. Flash floods and things. Yes, Stephanie. I know it. California is crazy right now. I'm not discounting anyone else. This is just personally affecting me. So it's in my face. Oop. Fire signs. Let's do this. Aries, Leo, Sag, your vibes this week. Your vibes for the week ahead. Spirit, what is it? What's going on for the fire sign spirit from this deck? Wow. I'm not reading reversals, and spirit knows that. What can help? Whoop. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And I'm going to go a little more deep with Aries now. Now, if you guys don't like, or you're not able to hang in here for the whole Zodiac Monday broadcast, because it can get pretty lengthy. It's usually about 90 minutes to get through everything. I do edit the videos afterwards. I chop them up and I post them onto my YouTube channel by zodiac sign, right? Or by group by elements. I have 4, each week that I put in there for the week ahead. So if you want to check me out on YouTube, I'm at Spirit Speak Psychic Medium on YouTube. And then I also do add those here to my page as well on Facebook so that you watch the video. If you don't have time to sit through the whole thing, you just want to watch your group, I edit these and I add them later. So that's Aries now. This is Leo. Sagittarius. Oop. Okay. Looking good this week, guys. You got a couple extra cards here, but I honor whatever spirit tells me to do. Interesting. Yes, fire signs are first this week. Fire signs are first this week. I rotate it so that it's not always the same people having to wait till the very end, You just got to come and find out. All right, let's do this, guys. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, your vibes for the week ahead. You've got a fork in the road. So I'm going to read it and then we'll discuss it. You are faced with a decision. The fork in the road up ahead could be a giant shift for you. Perhaps a move, a new job, or a relationship is on the horizon. You may be feeling the urge to make some healthier life changes. This is an opportunity for growth and expansion. Love that. Choose your scenery and walk into the direction of the life you want to be living. This may also be a call to take the high road and not get wrapped up in lower vibe energies, fire signs. Shed anything that is not in alignment with your desired future. It's happening. That is the last line on this card. It's happening because it is. Okay, now's the time. Now or never is what I'm feeling like. It's a time to leap in the direction of your choosing. I feel like you're being drawn. It does say this is an opportunity for growth and expansion. And I love these cards here because, geez, Louise, sorry, I got butterfingers or something. Okay, so here we go. I love these cards here that complement this because the first one is Angel of the Four Directions, and the second one is Travel. Wow. Oh my goodness. So that tells me, like, fire signs, you are expanding your horizons. Okay. Maybe you're getting another job. Maybe you're moving to a new town. Maybe you're, deciding to really shift things in a major way for yourself. This is expansion. And what I want to say to you is make sure that whatever you're walking into, I'm telling the fire signs, it's going to build momentum and it's going to be, gain longevity. Okay, so that's what I want to say to you, momentum and longevity. Okay, so if it's not in alignment with you, you're going to be stuck with something for a long time that's getting bigger. Okay, so fire signs, I really want you to be in alignment with the directions that you are stepping into. Okay, and it is your choice, and it's about fucking time is what spirit wants me to say. Okay, because I do feel like, look here, what's going on, this travel, this four directions. Okay, travel, maybe you just came back from a trip. I happen to know some fire signs that did. Okay, maybe you were one of those who have been traveling as well, or maybe you desire to travel and branch out, whatever this could be. The angels of the four directions support you no matter which direction it is. There are no wrong answers here. That's what I feel. As long as it's right for you, it's right for spirit, and spirit will support you, but not if it's not right for you. You understand this? If you say, oh, spirit, I think maybe I'm going to do this for the sake of others, but I'll be unhappy. Spirit's not going to co-sign that plan. Things are not going to click into place for you, fire sign. Okay. And that is your sign that you are encountering resistance on the path because you are attempting to move in a direction that's not in alignment with divine will. Hello. But I feel like most are. That's why I'm saying you feel it inside when you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I signed up for this. Then that's the areas in which spirit is saying to kind of branch away from. Okay, that's your inner knowing. Sometimes we don't want to have to go to work. Yes, that's not what I'm talking about here because we don't want to have to go to work, but we need to pay our bills, right? Okay, one hand washes the other there. However, there are things in life that we commit to do, or maybe we go along with some other plan that just doesn't really sound like a great idea. I'm telling fire signs, whatever you're involved in is going to build momentum and gain longevity. So decide where you want to be going here. What can help? Wow. Surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. Holy smokes. I was just saying that and I did not know the card said that. So, yeah, that's crazy. So, recognizing when you're swimming upstream, against the current, and noticing, like, oh, so maybe I shouldn't put so much effort in this area. Sometimes we feel the tension or the restriction, resistance, and we go, maybe I need to try harder, push past this, and do more to make it happen, but spirit is saying, if you're trying so fucking hard, that is a sign and a warning flag that's telling you maybe it's not the right time for this, not right now, not if it's this hard. Okay, but there are areas of your life that just seem to flow. Spirit is saying, allow that flow in all areas that matter to you. Okay, because the divine supports your plan and knows what's in your heart even before you do. Okay, so when you're in the flow, you're trusting the universe to take you where you need to go and to provide whatever you need. Beautiful energy for the fire signs here. Let me sip my water now. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Anastasia says, That's awesome. I'm launching a website tomorrow for my art business and starting a new children's arts and crafts club. That is so freaking cool. Like, I got chills and goosebumps for you right now, Anastasia. I told you, momentum and longevity, girl. Good for you. This is going to be big, and it's in alignment with you, with your path, with your purpose, right? Oh boy. So I'm loving these cards. Thank you for the validation, Anastasia, because you saw me pull the cards. I read as spirit draws me, and I say what they want me to say, and it lands, and thank you God that it does. So congratulations on the success that you are stepping into. That's how I feel about it. Now let's go with Aries. Now Aries, you've got the King of Wands. Whew. So Aries, this is fiery creative actions, man, stepping on your path firmly and building that momentum. Look at him, he's beating this drum so fiercely that it's on fire. You know what I mean? He's on it. He's on top of it, like Anastasia and all the other Aries that are tuning in, right? You are jumping into something new. You are taking that high road. You are stepping into bigger, better for yourself, expansion. Hello. And I'm saying this, that surrender this effortlessness. I feel like you are in the flow with all of this. And I want you to recognize how easily things are clicking into place. Yes, there's a couple things that, you've got to fix or tweak or this or that. That's not what I'm talking about as far as forcing the river. Okay. You feel yourself in the flow. I've got chills right now. So recognize this feeling. You feel confident. You feel like you know what you're doing. You feel appreciated. You feel successful, even though you may not have seen it on this end yet, right? You feel like you're doing the right thing. And sometimes you may even lose time during these moments while you're in the flow. That's how you know that you really are, because you're like, holy smokes, it's already been 3 hours. No way. It feels like 20 minutes. Those are the moments that you really need to embrace this week with both hands, Aries, because I see this taking you to great places, amazing places. And I also want to say, you may be very busy this week, and do not expect that this will lay the tone for your new expedition that you are up to. Okay, because I just feel like the getting going here is going to take a bit, but like I said, that momentum will help to pace things out over time without losing from the quality of what this is giving to your life. Okay, Aries. Hell yeah, Aries is on motherfucking fire. That's what I see, girl. Just for now. All right. So Leo will be next. Now, Leo, you got the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles here showing up for Leo. Now, this is interesting. Okay. The whole message up here applies. Fork in the road. You may have been coming from traveling or desire traveling or expansion, yearning for more, etc. However, I really feel Leo's being extremely decisive this week, especially in the areas of relationships, around money, around energetic exchange with the people who have known you in your life. Like, whoa, I feel this fork in the road is a new pattern of how I let you treat me, how I let you get away with stuff, how I let you talk to me, or a lack of and a boundary around all of those things. Okay, so I feel like Leos are feeling quite empowered because you have experienced some things. This is what Spirit wants me to say to Leo. Regardless of what this travel or experience or questing that you may have been up to as of recently, I feel like some Leos have been traveling, some have been doing this inner quest. Maybe it's both. Okay, but what I want to say is something has changed in you. You realize that the world as a whole is so much bigger and holds so much more opportunity and is so much more expansive than your little life and your little town and your little family. Okay, so now you're stepping in with this bomb ass frequency, and you're like, listen up, guys. Maybe you're not saying it, but inside, I feel like something has truly changed. And you're like, no more, man. I'm deciding where I put my time, my focus, my money, my efforts, my energy, my love. And I'm going to decide to be more proactive about, if you're not giving back to me, then I'm not going to give so much to you. Okay. Spirit wants me to say something to the fire signs. And this is funny because this tried to creep into my head first. Like, I mean, before I ever started the live, I was like, Spirit, I don't take these messages beforehand, because then I think I need to remember it and I stress out and I think I forgot stuff. So I'm like, don't tell me until the live. But Spirit wanted me to say, this is coming for you twice. Leos, is that when you decide, hold on, I got to sip my water. Not this again. The message is that you give so deeply to those people that you love. Okay. And I know that this is going out to more than just Leo. Okay. So let your ears perk up here. Okay. You give so deeply to people that you love because that is your love language. Okay. I'm giving to you. I'm doing the things. I'm paying the bills. I'm showing up early. I'm making sure you're okay. I'm showing you all the love that I can possibly do. And you give this love because that's how you love. Okay. But where it's received, okay, they love being loved by you because it's fucking awesome. Okay. Because you go over and above and do the extra mile and all of these things. But then they don't really have to do anything to receive that. It just is. It becomes taken for granted and it is not reciprocated. Okay. This is what I'm feeling here. Please take it as it resonates and it hurts. Yes. I feel a lot of people who are feeling this message, and it is for Leo specifically, that you love people the way that you love them, and they don't necessarily love you back in the same ways. So I can feel this moment of clarity here where you're like, you know what? I'm going to stop going that extra mile because listen, this is how it really is. Look, I'm giving all to you, and I want a certain standard of love or affection or support, right? Togetherness, whatever. But I'm not receiving that. So now I'm going to go overtime. I'm going to do more and be bigger about it and go extra and save more money because maybe if we have lots of money in the bank, you know, then you'll be less stressed and you'll love me for having us together and whatever, right? So now you're doing 200% and nothing's changed. They're not coming back to you with any extra this or that or whatever. Okay. And that is where the imbalance is going on. Okay. Because now I'm giving more than I ever even wanted to. Because I'm hoping to get a little bit of something back from you. And Spirit is saying that you have realized this now recently in at work, at home, and personal relationships, whatever, community, you know. I'm feeling this here. So now you're like, look, I'm really going to be more objective about how I'm in connection with people. And if you don't show up for me, then maybe I'm not going to show up for you. And I want to tell Leo and anyone else that's feeling this message, good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Yes, Gina is so absolutely correct. Then we become resentful. Yes, because I'm doing so much and you don't care and you're not giving back to me. And now I'm angry, but I'm still doing it because I want your love, acceptance, approval, whatever. Okay. And then there's a resentment there around that is, it lays on the relationship as well. So Spirit is saying that it is beneficial and not to feel guilty about pulling back in those respects and doing what your fair share is, not going that extra mile because even the regular mile is not giving you the results that you are desiring. Okay, so Spirit is saying that those kinds of relationships, there's no quick fix. Okay, you can only adjust yourself. Okay, so this is what Spirit is kind of showing me. Is like if this person is doing all of this stuff here, you know, I'm doing all of this stuff because I want your love and approval. Okay, and I'm not getting that from you, so I'm gonna do even more now. So now I'm doing all this extra stuff. That's your whole 200%, right? So Spirit is calling you to recognize that, pull back to what your regular stuff is, and then even, you know, potentially mirror that relationship, mirror that person. But what they're saying is when you're going that full amount, you're not leaving space for them to bridge the gap. Okay, so if you leave that space, they can start putting in their equal share, start reaching toward you in that same way. Okay, so that's what Spirit is saying, to leave that gap open. Just do a little bit what you're comfortable with, whatever this is. And if they take up the gap and meet you halfway, let them. If they don't, continue just to hold your comfortable routine or structure. I feel like you're understanding me here, even though I feel like I'm speaking in parables. Okay, it's about only doing this and letting them decide to come that extra way to meet with you in the middle. And if they do, they do, and if they don't, they don't. It says a lot more about them than it does about you. And if they get tired of it and go, oh my God, I can't believe you're not even doing all those extra things anymore. You're so lazy. You're so mean. You're so whatever. Then guess what? I can see that My best is not appreciated here. My overtime is not appreciated here. My regular stuff, not appreciated. Okay. And I can go do all of that stuff on my own and away from your griping self and be successful and happy. I'm talking to someone here. You have all the power and control. The illusion is the acceptance that you desire from others who are unwilling or unable to give that to you in the way that you receive it. Clear communication, man. If you are feeling let down from your folks, say something they may not even know. I won't say that's, the case in every case, but if it matters to you, it should matter to the people closest to you. And if you keep it inside and you don't ever say this, like then they just wonder, why you're so resentful, why you're so angry, you know? Give them the chance to be good partners, family members, coworkers. Give them the opportunity to bridge that gap and meet you where you need them to, because they won't know if you don't tell them. Now, if you tell them and you've had these conversations, then that speaks volumes too. They're not willing to work with you. They don't want to meet you halfway, whatever. Then you can address that in whatever way you choose. But I suggest it would be in a different manner. But conversations, man. Yes, they might seem like they create arguments or problems, but we find conflict resolution through those arguments and problems. We find healing results, right? That we can all be on the same page and agree to be better about. So yeah, in argument and confrontation, I hate confrontation. I can't stand it. So I'm preaching to I'm I'm speaking to you guys, but spirit is speaking to me too. That you've got to tell your folks when something is wrong because they don't know. And then you're angry for some unknown reason and holding things against them for not being mind readers or not fixing some problem that they're not aware of. If you're aware of the problem, let people know so you can all live happier in coexist with one another more peacefully. Sagittarius, check it out. You've got major arcana card number 10, the Wheel of Fortune. I love this. So check it out, Sag. This fork in the road is literally the opening and the opportunity. And I got goosebumps right now to travel, to go somewhere, to move to a different path or journey or whatever it is for you. Spirit supports this. I feel like you've been praying about it. I feel like things have been up in the air and you're not really sure. And maybe, just maybe, something's going to land right in your lap this week. Okay. I really feel like that could be the case here because the Wheel of Fortune is about the luck finally turning in your favor. Okay, if you could see this lady, see all the wheels and cogs and gears and whatever under her dress, it takes time for all of that to be put in motion. You know what I mean? And one thing sets off another, and it goes right to her heart right there. Sagittarius, I feel like this is a domino effect of things that are clicking in behind the scenes for you to step into something crazy new. Okay, I feel like it's really, really new. Okay, like it's gonna catch you off guard. Like, wow, this is new, but yeah, it sounds like fun. I feel like this is going to be something that is exciting, but it's going to take a little bit of stuff to be put in motion. But I feel like it's going to be something that moves you. You're interested in this. You're already being pulled in this direction. So allow the universe to bring it that way. Okay, because this surrender to effortlessness, look, I feel that's why it feels so new. Okay, listen, Sagittarius. Now, okay, I don't know about your life, but I was raised to believe that everybody's supposed to, live a certain way and have a 9 to 5 job so that you can buy your own home and, pay off all your credit card bills and all these things, right? There's a certain cookie cutter lifestyle that it seems to be the typical norm, appropriate, acceptable existence here in America. Okay. And what I'm saying to you, Sagittarius, is I feel like whatever's coming towards you, hush, hush, baby, everything's fine. I'm getting hyped up. He is too, my bad. So I feel like Sagittarius, you are expected. You expect yourself to stick to your certain routine. Okay. However long you've been stuck to this little routine that you're on. Okay. I wake up at this time. I go to these places. This is my day. This is my life, blah, 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 blah. I feel like whatever this is wanting, it's something good. And it might pull you off from those regular monotonous, this, that. And that's where I'm feeling this surrender to effortlessness. So this routine that you have going on has started to become tense, has started to have restrictions. Oh my God, I broke my this, I stubbed my toe, and they're always grouchy. And you know what? And things aren't as in the flow any longer, right? That's what I want to say. Sagittarius, you found the flow. So you think you need to stick to this path. However, sometimes the flow branches and goes different directions, but you are still sticking to an old version of yourself, an old pattern that you have been living, etc. I feel like this wheel is something new being introduced to you. Maybe it's even your new idea to decide to change your fucking life, Sagittarius. You're the one who knows what's right for you, and you're the one who somehow in there has set it in motion. All right, that's under your dress. That's attached to your heart. So it's time to get those legs a moving and start taking that fork in the road, even if it's not the same old familiar path that you thought would take you there. That's where I think the surprise is at, is you expect to do things a certain way, and it's becoming, that force. You're forcing up the river, you're swimming upstream, and you're like, why isn't this working? Because now something else is beckoning to you, and it's time to start trying to do it that way, or move in that direction, or open to that idea, or whatever this is, because that's where your new flow will be. And I feel like it's taking you to the next up leveling in your life, Sagittarius. Whew. Yes, the flow is always changing, and it's okay to change with it and move with it. Thank you. Whew. Blabbermouth Heidi's here today. Earth signs will be next. How appropriate. Let me go ahead and get all disconnected. This hair is driving me nuts. Who's going to cut my hair for me? Get me some hairdressers, man. Share the live video. I need me some hairdressers up in here, please. This hair is growing, and I am not a hairstylist or any such thing. Okay, Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Woo! It would be that one. Interesting. Okay, we're going to have to just stand it like that. Thanks, Cindy. I appreciate you. Hold on. It's that one. This one? Wow. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What's going on? And this is going to be what can help. Oop, fell on my lap. We got this one last week. And I will tell you what, my last week's Zodiac Monday was so freaking spot on. I'm telling you, like, I watch it afterwards and I go, oh, I said a lot of things, but, this resonates, that resonates with my scenario personally. Like, holy smokes, the way I can, it really, really did. So Earth signs got that one last week too. Nope, we're doing them right now. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I'm getting the cards ready, and then we'll dive in with the message. So Taurus, let's go a little more deep with Taurus here. It's this one. Virgo. Capricorn. Nope, not yet, Noreen. Not yet, not yet. Thanks, but no thanks, Lynn. I'd rather just trim my bangs. Lynn's offering a buzz cut. That's all she could do. This thing, you guys. Oh, man. It's doing the thing again. Must be when I'm in the seat. Oh, boy. Earth signs. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Your vibes for the week ahead. The card you have is otherworldly. This card is very simple because it speaks of the unexplainable. There are no words to describe the supernatural, Spiritual phenomena, vivid dreams, just knowing things or sensing with new perceptions. Spirit is calling you to acknowledge the plethora of otherworldly experiences in your life. Your angels, spirit guides, and past loved ones want to connect with you in deeper ways. Spend quiet time reinforcing these bonds. Keep a journal of your experiences. Things may make more sense as time unfolds. Beautiful energy for the earth signs here, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Otherworldly is a very supernatural card, meaning you might have spiritual experiences this weekend or this week, or you may be kind of remembering some of the experiences that you have had during the course of your life. Sometimes we forget, those crazy dreams we had with past loved one, or the time that we thought there was a ghost in our bedroom. These kinds of things can come to us and we go, wow, we really have some out there experiences, or what kind of thing. Maybe signs from heaven, past loved ones, the hellos from heaven, like pennies, dimes, feathers, birds, butterflies, cardinals, all these different kinds of things that can be a hello from heaven for you. Those can be those otherworldly things that are kind of in your face this week. I also feel for some earth signs, the synchronicities, man, like synchronicities that make sense to you, but also ones that don't. Like, man, the people on the TV were talking about the same thing that the people at the grocery store were talking about, and how weird is that? Just recognizing the connection between things, the synchronistic way that things come back to you or into your awareness. Earth signs, just, it might seem a little magical, it might seem a little weird, creepy, it might seem a little out there this week. Spirit is just saying to pay attention. It's harmless. It's harmless, but you will notice the way that everything is a little bit interconnected. And Spirit wants me to say too that you have a very vital part of the interconnectedness. So recognizing that as well this week, earth signs. There's so many, Diana says. Hold on, guys. Sorry, friends. Yes, there is so many, Diana says, so many signs and hellos from heaven and synchronicities and all these things. So what I want to say is, if you recognize a sign that is appearing to you, and it makes you think of a past loved one, or you think it might be from your angels or your spirit guides or something, say it. You don't have to speak it out loud. You can say it in your heart. Like, Mom, did you send me that blue jay? Whatever it is, say it in your heart. And you may get chills, tingles. You may hear your mom's voice say, yeah, that's from me. I'm glad you got it. You never know how you can grow and unfold this week. Surrender to wonder and awe. It says hello. So reaching for this, I do want to say the second card here is what is going on. It's the Six of Consciousness, deserving. I feel some earth signs like, no, not me. That only happens to special people. That kind of stuff isn't real, but you are deserving to be aware and perceptive of the magical universe and dimension that we live in, okay, which includes things that are spiritual in nature. And I feel like you are becoming spiritually aware, or potentially you're reaching to the divine for some kind of assistance in your life with this otherworldly card. And I want to say the fact that, some earth signs might be praying for change, praying for their life circumstances, praying for their loved ones, praying for assistance with this deserving. I need assistance. Please help us. We deserve your assistance, divine assistance. But I want to say that sometimes that assistance is coming, okay, or the signs are coming to kind of soothe you, or to let you know message received or some kind of thing, but you might be missing it, okay? So there's an aspect of surrender, okay? If you are an earth sign who is praying for the circumstances that are on your heart to improve, there's an aspect of surrender. It's a good idea to pray about it, lift it up to God, or source, creator, higher power, higher self, angels, whoever you pray to, that is who is showing up for your prayers. So lifting that up to source, and then leaving it in God's hands and going about your day and your life and allowing yourself to boost your vibe again, okay? Because sometimes other people can bring us down, but Spirit doesn't want you to stay down, okay? Because then that will begin to impact your life, could also impact your health, okay? Most definitely impacts the mood. And what can help here? Surrender to wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. I love this. Surrender to wonder and awe. So I feel like, again, you are deserving of whatever spiritual experiences or even peace, happiness, tranquility. You've had a blessing in your life. You've heard some good news. You've received some kind of something. I feel some earth signs who are laying guilt on top of their own pleasant circumstances, if you will, because others have it worse. Be this people you know or people you don't, like I feel some earth signs who are like, oh no, I can't be happy because, there are starving children in other countries, whatever this is. And Spirit is saying, like, you're the person living your life, and to deny yourself happiness for something that is outside of yourself is very foolish. So allow yourself to receive whatever happiness, blessings, contentment, satisfaction, a financial prosperity you desire. Okay. You're not taking from anyone else by receiving what is due your share. It is important to understand that. Quick, fast, and in a hurry, earth signs. Cindy Woodside says, if you're doing something and a loved one comes to mind, they're sending you love. Yes, Cindy, absolutely. We know when we're consciously trying to think of our loved ones, like, oh, I remember how she used to bake cookies and oh, she used to smell like this, right? We know when we're trying to think of them, but we also know when we're going about our regular day doing other stuff and all of a sudden I'm thinking of my grandma. What in the world, grandma? Oh yeah, I love grandma. I do miss grandma. But you weren't trying to think of grandma. You were busy living life. Grandma came in because grandma was right next to you, tapping your shoulder, hoping that you would recognize her. Pay attention to how it happens. Hi, Lucy. Good to see you, honey. All right, so let's go a little more deep with Taurus here. Taurus, you have the Four of Wands. This is about the home life that you desire. Okay. Maybe things are happening in your home, spiritual in nature. Okay. Some Taurus may have some stuff going on in the home, past loved ones visiting. Maybe it's that time of year and you smell the scent and you're like, oh, it's the anniversary of their passing. This kind of stuff is legit. Okay. It didn't happen before and it's happening on that day. And wow. Okay. So if you're connecting some kind of dots inside of your home, I do want to say to you that it is beneficial to smudge your home. Okay. And I want to say, like, with sage like this or with Palo Santo. Okay. And I do have a great house cleansing video on YouTube if you would like to check that out. On my YouTube channel, I've got it there, how to smudge your home. However, I do want to say, I feel this for Taurus, and I want to say this to anyone who's tuning in. When you smudge your home, it only clears your home of negative and lower vibe energies. It's not going to scare away your past loved ones. It's not going to make them go away and disappear. And if it makes you feel better to say this, hey, Spirit, can you help me smudge my home? I want to cleanse it of any negative or lower vibe energies, but any past loved ones that are of love and light can stay and visit if they want to, right? It's okay to say that before you smudge your home, because I feel some people don't want to do that because they're afraid to scare off their past loved ones. And that is not how it works, because your past loved ones love you. We are talking about energetic debris and dissonant energies. Okay. So sometimes when we have trouble on the homestead, okay, we can have a lot of arguments or whatnot going on. Who knows what's up? When we watch a lot of news, that brings that energy right into your household, especially when the news is, guys, news is television, it's entertainment, and they broadcast the most heightened, emotionally charged headlines possible, because then you're going to watch their news because they got you, listen to this one, no, this one too, so that is not healthy energy to keep, especially if you're introducing it into your house or leaving it playing in the background. Oh boy, I'm feeling you, Taurus. So pay attention, smudge your home. And I've got to say that you deserve the life of your dreams. Spirit wants you to have that too. And if you don't have that, in your home, it starts with the belief that you are worthy of that, that you are deserving of that, that even if you wanted to change circumstances around really greatly, that you could, and that it's okay because you deserve to be happy. I feel Taurus, surrender to the wonder and awe of your life. Surrender to happiness, to joy, to being worthy of these things in your home, personally, privately, and publicly, outwardly. Okay. It's up to you. You are the one who's standing on top of that house. So you get to decide what the house holds, right? It's up to you, Taurus. I feel like you're speaking to the divine about, the dreams that you have for your life, the betterment of your life or your family or your home. And there's going to come a time when you're going to have to take actionable steps that support the dreams that you have been, the prayers that you've been asking to be answered. Virgo, you've got major arcana card number 1, the Magician. So the magician truly is making magic, okay? Making magic with their life, with their hands, with their selves, with their vibrational frequency. Now, the magician is just learning that when they put their effort and their energy and their focus into something, that they can really create something from nothing at all, right? It is truly magical. I see Earth sign Virgo here, who is, really tapping into your own magical nature. Surrender to the wonder and awe of what it is that you have going on. And I want to say to you, this doesn't mean that you're like a magician. Okay. Maybe you work an office job. Okay. Maybe you work in an office job and your coworkers seem to come to you to help fix problems sometimes. And maybe you get to talk to them sometimes. And maybe you uplift them in some kind of way. That is magician energy. No matter how you're moving through your life, Virgo, you have the ability to transmute scenarios or add to the nonsense. So stop adding to the nonsense. You deserve a better life. Start turning something from nothing, just like you can. And eventually it won't be so hard. That's what Spirit wants me to say. Just this week, it might seem like the beginnings of weaving some new something or other. But if you know you deserve this, you know you're worthy, you're ready to see how amazing it could possibly be for you. It's only the beginning. And in the future, it will be much easier to sustain and uphold this kind of this magnitude of frequency. Okay. But right now, you're in the dirt. Right now, you're getting your hands dirty. You're doing the real stuff, right? But this real stuff is going to create real stuff in your life. Tangible results that you have been desiring for quite some time, Virgo. So don't cut corners or rush the process. As much energy and effort that you put into all of this is as amazing as the return you're going to get out of it on the other end. Virgo. Can't shortchange the process. And I want to say, you feel those things hanging over your head, the loose ends that are hanging over your head, start smacking them down. You know what I mean? Oh, and this and that and whatever else, because you're going to have, once you finish and tie those up, then they're gone forever, right? Or so it seems. And you can have freer and less cloudy energy patterns to focus on like this stuff that really matters to you. Capricorn, this is a fantastic reading. Oh, Cindy, that's great. Yeah, you know what? If I can, I do not have a manifestation video, but I would like to make one soon. Thank you for that inspiration. I will do my best to drop my house clearing video, my house smudging video on my page after this so that it's right there for you. You don't have to scroll and try to find it. But yeah, definitely you'll want to smudge your new place. You just moved in. Okay. Capricorn now. Capricorn, you have major arcana card number 4, the Emperor. I love this. So the Emperor is confident. All right. So Capricorn, this otherworldly, this deserving, this surrender to wonder and awe. It's funny. I still feel like, these kind of lay in it's funny that Taurus is kind of at the beginning of this. I feel like Virgo's kind of in the middle of the process. Capricorn's like already near the end, like I'm confident. I'm deserving. I'm surrendering to the wonder and awe. I understand there's otherworldly things going on and I think it's cool. I allow the energy to flow through me or uplift me. I'm really following following my path and feeling connected to everything. Look at this, so connected. He's got strings that's tying him there to all those little people beneath him. So I want to say the Emperor is a leader, okay? And it's so funny, Capricorn. I feel like Capricorn, this could be you taking that leadership role to spread your knowledge, to spread this kind of knowledge, to spread whatever you got to other people, the little people who could use it and benefit from your guidance, from your education, from the information that you have to make life a little bit smoother. This doesn't mean I want to say that this can happen at the grocery store. Okay, Capricorn, that's what I want to say. You could be in line and somebody strikes up a conversation and you just so happen to have some knowledge in this area, or you want to decide to, you feel drawn to say something, and you comfort that person, or you're there for that person in whatever way. The Emperor wants people to succeed. He's not like stepping on those people, but he wants to show them how he has achieved the level that he is at. Okay, so he's teaching others by example. He's giving them tips and guidance. He wants them all to be able to reach their own full potential. So, Capricorn, I see here that others are watching you, whether you know it or not. And these could be your children, or these could be your peers and friends, family. This could be other people out in the world who are coming to you for guidance, who are coming to you for upliftment of sorts. Okay, but I want to say to you, Capricorn, you have it to give to them. That's why they're even there in the first place. Sometimes we be like, oh, why do everybody come to me for their stuff? You know, how come everyone brings me their problems? Why do they expect that I know the right answers, right? Because you can figure it out if you don't. All right, because you're resourceful and you're smart and you're creative, and you are that person to take that lead, to do that thing. So if you find yourself in that position, don't shy away from it. Don't wonder how it found you. Step right into it. I feel like it's going to take you great places. And that's what I have for all the earth signs. Just a second. Let me get disconnected. Air signs will be next. I am only doing the zodiac readings today. They're on YouTube. I've already done the fire signs, earth signs. I will be doing air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, followed by the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, and then the group pick a card message. Thank you, Lynn. Okay, so Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, your vibes for the week ahead. Spirit for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And what's going on here? What's going on for the air signs? What can help from the power of surrender? Wow, that's awesome. These cards are pretty great. Okay, so we're going to go a little deeper now with Gemini. Gemini, it's this one. Libra, Libra. And Aquarius, whoa. Happy birthday to Aquarius in Aquarius season. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, air signs. You've got black sheep. This is your vibes for the week ahead. Black sheep. Our society often points out and draws attention to anything different or outside of the typical norm. It is a fear-based attempt to shift the focus toward the ridicule of another for the sake of yourself not ending up as the target. None of us are supposed to be the same. We are all created differently. We grow, change, and evolve in our own unique ways. The black sheep of yesteryear are the empowered adults of today. Often, the black sheep is the only one who is truly emanating an authentic frequency. So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Here we go. Black sheep. So, yeah, black sheep. I love that the black sheep is often the only one who's emanating an authentic frequency. Okay, because I don't feel like the air signs have much trouble with that. I feel a lot of authenticity with you guys, to the point of ostracizing yourself, if you will. Okay, that's kind of what I feel here. Like, no, this is who I am. No, this is how I am. It's standing your ground. Maybe this is a pattern, a life pattern that has kind of been in your face for some time. You've always known you were a little different. You've always been that, the weird one or whatnot. I make these cards from where I've been, and I'm the black sheep of my family. There ain't nothing wrong. The black sheep of yesteryear are the empowered adults of today. We are learning that we can be empowered, that it doesn't matter if we're different, that we can have healthy boundaries around, areas in which we may have not had boundaries before because we didn't feel like as a black sheep we could have them. We couldn't afford to have boundaries, right? We couldn't afford to have boundaries as a black sheep. We had to take what we could get. Okay. But now we're implementing our healthy boundaries, air signs. And that's what I feel here is that you're recognizing that maybe you are a little different. Maybe you feel a little different than other people. Maybe you see things differently than other people. And, I feel like sometimes that can be a challenging realization. Okay, Lucy, no worries. It's always available on the replay, love. So it may be a little more challenging to admit that, others just aren't on the same page or wavelength as you. I feel for some air signs, you're recognizing that people in your environment are not necessarily on the same wavelength as you, and it can make you feel like an outsider in your own club, right? That's kind of what I feel here, but that's not for everyone. Take it as it resonates. In fact, the next card here is the Eight of Intention, Discovery. Now, I feel for some air signs, you may have done one of those ancestry things and found out that it wasn't what you expected. Like, I've got this here, like, who knows? Okay, but this discovery indicates new information coming to light, or maybe I've just realized that I don't give a shit if I'm the black sheep. Who cares what you think? Who are you? You're just another sheep, right? You're just another person. Nobody's above or below anyone else. So I feel how some air signs might be really standing in their empowerment. And it's not because like I feel like I have bomb ass energy, it's like, fuck you guys, man. You know what? I'm tired of trying to be accepted by people who don't value or appreciate me. So I'm just going to be myself, and you can take that or leave that. And you realize like, hey, I'm pretty freaking awesome, right? I'm actually a very good person. I see these realizations coming. I'm sorry to say this, air sign. I feel like some air signs have been let down from other people. Okay. Other people have hurt your feelings recently or in the past, or maybe you're being introspective about that this week, whatever. Air signs, and it's causing you to go, what's wrong with me? I'm great. Don't you see how hard I work? Don't you see how smart I am? Don't you see how funny I am, and how I would give you the shirt off my back, and how I would give your kids a ride to school, and I would fill your fridge if you needed me to? Don't you see how great I am? Thank you fucking God. That's the lesson. Do you see how great you are, air sign? I got chills. I wish you could see. I got goosebumps from head to toe right now. Get indignant about your awesome, badass self because it's fucking true. Because you are amazing. And if they can't see it, thank God that you see it now. Thank God that you are mad enough or angry enough or hurt enough or let down enough or whatever enough to see it, say it, feel it with righteous indignance. That is what your vibration needs. You are activating something within yourself, air sign, and it is powerful. Whew. Loving this. I think I'm going to come stay with an air sign for the week. Now it can help. Surrender low self-esteem. I love the sunflower on the card. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Yeah. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. I feel like this is being shaken right out of you this week because you are literally recognizing how much you add to the mix, how much you do for the collective, for your loved ones. Okay. And it's about time that you shed any of those, low vibe beliefs or ideas about yourself. I have to work extra hard because, I'm not as attractive, so I have to work extra hard to get that love from my people. Like, that's fucking bullshit. Love's blind. Okay. And if you feel that way, then you're with the wrong folks. I don't know who I'm talking to here, but Surrender those beliefs that keep you trapped in those kinds of patterns, man. You know what yours are. And it says right here, you deserve success, love, and abundance. All of those things. You deserve success, love, and abundance. And I feel like you're not necessarily feeling it. You're not necessarily going to find it in this company and where you've been seeking your approval, right? That success, that love, that abundance. It is in your future. You are deserving of it. It is most definitely a possibility, a probability for you, but it's important to recognize that you may find this elsewhere or in other circumstances, or at least after you continue keeping hold of those healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries keep all of yourself to yourself and keep everyone else to themselves. Okay. And that is healthy. I'm feeling so many things about this, but I don't even know what I want to say to the air signs here as far as the low self-esteem. I've said this a few times before. Sometimes we punish ourselves, and that adds to our low self-esteem. Well, I used to be on drugs, and I really messed up my kids' childhood, so I don't even deserve to be happy in my life. I deserve to sadness. I deserve struggle, because this, that, the other thing, whatever mistakes I used to make, whoever I used to be, whatever. That is no reason to continue robbing yourself of enjoyment now, success now, and in the future. That's no reason to keep punishing yourself. You're the only one who is. Okay. So you're not creating healing or adding anything positive to that whole scenario by holding it against you and expecting that that's why your circumstances are displeasing to you. That's keeping you stuck. Well, yep, my circumstances suck because I did a lot of fucked up shit in my past. That must be karma getting my ass. So I'm never going to be happy because I got a lot of karma. Okay. Well, you said it and that is it now. Okay. That is what it is now because you said it, you believe it. So let's not think like that. Let's not believe that we deserve our circumstances because of whatever shortcomings we had in the past. Every moment is new. And every moment is a new opportunity to expand, to grow, to succeed. And there is nothing holding you back but you and whatever's going on in there, because a lot of times that is what holds us back. Who am I to think that I could apply for that good job? I couldn't. Who? Well, when we tell ourselves we can't do stuff, then we won't. I love you. Oh, Gemini. Whew, Gemini, you've got major arcana card number 16, the tower. All right. So the tower is it looks like a curse, but it's actually a blessing. Okay. So you can see this person is gripping this tower here that with love, with a tender embrace. She doesn't want to let it go, but it's crumbling. Okay. That touches my heart right there. So Gemini, there's something that you want to hold on to in your life that has been there for quite some time, but this is like lightning has struck the tower. She didn't break it. She is simply trying to hold on to the remnants of what's already been broken for a very long time. And now it's finally come to a head. It's finally come to a turning point, or a point of total destruction, total demolition, right? Something like this. And there is, I want to say, Gemini, like, I love the reading here. And maybe that this whole tower, something has happened to make you realize that you are on the outside of everyone else. Well, fuck the tower then. You get to build from where you're at, and it'll be way better than any of this. Okay. Because this was not in alignment with what is sustainable for you and your highest and greatest good. That's why the universe stepped in. That's why the universe stepped in. Okay. And sometimes the tower can be painful. The tower can be emotional. It can be a surprise. It can be startling. It can be heart wrenching. Okay. Sometimes we really thought like that things were going to be okay. And this is a very clear sign that that will never happen. And I want to say to you, thank God that this sign, it will happen now instead of in 10 more years or 20 more years, or however more emotions are invested, however more kids are had, or whatever else. It's time to start rebuilding from a stable foundation of your own choosing. You are the black sheep of your life. That means maybe you're not going to build in the same old way that you used to, or that everyone thinks you should. You've got to stand your ground. You don't need their validation or approval. I want to say to Gemini that when lightning strikes the towers in our life, the tower can be something important to you, something you've been working towards or putting effort into, whatever, and then all of a sudden it's shaken up. Ah, when that happens, it's because we have potentially been trying to fix it in other ways and have not really understood the degree of how much something like this could potentially have been holding us back. Okay. I want to say to Gemini, I feel like you can understand me here. I hope you can understand me here. When we put all of our effort into this tower and the tower, ends up being demolished, look at all that time that was spent on this tower and now the tower's gone. So spirit is wanting to say that your time is so valuable, and it was kind of like one of those other readings where you were been swimming upstream for a while, okay, but you weren't listening to those signs from the universe saying this isn't for you, this is not going to work out, this is too hard, you're going overtime now to try to make it work. The universe says enough, no more wasting time on that. Focus on you. All of that other stuff is an illusion. It's outside of you and it's not in alignment with you. It might be in alignment with who people think you are or who you used to be. But if you're going to rebuild something sustainable, it's going to be in alignment with you, Gemini. Libra. Libra, you got the 10 of Wands here. And this is a beautiful card because it has flowers on it, but it's actually not a great card. Okay. So the 10 of Wands is about having a heavy load to carry. Look at her. She's hunched over and she's still picking more flowers, but she has so much of a load on her back. Right. It's infringing upon her there. Okay. So the 10 of Wands is I'm doing a lot. I'm carrying this heavy load all on my own. I feel Libras are having some kind of an introspective thing. Okay. This could be, weighing on you from stuff that you have going on. This could be a full schedule, renovations going on in your home. Maybe you got a lot of stuff to do. You're really busy, working overtime, whatever, plus this, that, and the other thing. But I feel like this could also be an emotional burden that you're carrying, Libra. So yeah, if, when we're tired, when we're running ourselves ragged, when we're, unrested and this, that, we can be a little more grouchy, a little more sensitive, a little more emotional. However, this whole black sheep discovery, low self-esteem, I feel like someone has hurt your feelings in a real way. And it could be you. It could be you ousting yourself. I'm never invited. Nobody likes me, whatever this is. We can feel like this sometimes, and it could be warranted. Maybe you weren't invited, and that fucking sucks, okay? But I do feel for some Libras that somehow you feel apart and burdened. Okay, I just want to say this, apart and burdened. I'm different than everyone else. No one will ever understand my scenario. They couldn't possibly get it. I'm in here alone and I'm carrying this all by myself. And I want to say to you that this is a collective reading, and that's a whole heck of a lot of people to feel the same way, to feel alone. So Libra, I want to say you're not quite as alone as you feel yourself to be, even if you are dealing with all of these things alone. There are people in your life that you can speak to just to share your emotional burdens. Have a conversation if that's what it is, or ask for help if that's what you need. But I feel like you're like, fuck people. They're not there for me. I'm the black sheep and I don't need help from anyone and I don't care. I'll just hold this all to myself. And I want to say to you, that's fine. That's fine. If that's how you want to cope, if that's how you want to, deal with your stuff inside. But I say to you, well, spirit wants me to say here, if you could maybe journal, that would be healthier for you. Okay, so just writing out a bunch of stuff in the journal just to kind of let it all kind of flow through you, because everything in this dimension is made up of energy. Okay, and the kind of energy that you keep, okay, your energetic frequency is made up of, that's how you feel, what you think, what you believe, what you're doing, and how you're behaving. All that matters, adds up, accumulates and adds up to your energetic frequency. Okay, so when you're feeling really down about a lot of stuff, your vibration is lowered. Okay, and thoughts are energy. Okay, and they hold a certain weight of vibrational frequency. Feelings carry a greater weight. Okay, feelings carry more energy, more potent energy. Okay, actions, obviously, that makes stuff happen, that makes stuff happen in our real lives. So spirit is saying to Libra here that when you hold those negative thoughts inside, they start to raise your negative feelings, your lower vibe. I'm sad, I'm angry, whatever this is, right? And those are the beginnings of manifesting reality in your life. Those circumstances that validate the feelings, that make you feel like the outsider. Okay, so Spirit is saying if you can take the thoughts out of your mind and the emotions out of your heart and put them through your hand, through a pen onto paper. Okay, allow these things to leave you, and write till you've written your heart completely out, just to put some of these things down. How alone you feel, how no one ever supports you, this, that, the other. And Spirit is saying to shred the paper, toss the paper, burn the papers, okay, to get them rid and out of your life. You can put some of this down just by, I feel like it's not even like I need to do shadow work. It's just like I'm grouchy, I'm angry, and there's a million reasons why I'm hurt, and it's because of this scenario, and I can't tell anybody because then I'll have more problems and nobody will accept me further, right? So tell the paper, get it all out of yourself. It keeps doing around in here. It's going to make you sick. It's going to make you sad. It's going to keep pushing you away from others when truly this is a learning and growing experience. So write everything out and burn that shit. Get it away. And if you're not a writer, you don't want to do it that way, get on your fucking knees. I'm sorry to say that. You don't have to get on your knees, but what I'm talking is talk to God. God, source, creator, higher power, higher self. When we feel like we are alone and there's no one who could possibly understand our circumstances, what we've been through, God has been with you the whole time. There is a little tiny drop of God that lives inside of you that experiences your life with you. And that is your soul. Your soul's mixed up with some God energy. Yes, it is. And it's right there in your body. So if anybody knows, God knows. So get quiet and cry your heart eyes out and pour your heart out to God, source, creator, higher power, higher self, Jesus, angels, whoever that is that you pray to, because that's who's tuning into your prayers. Libra, you don't have to do it alone. That might be the way you do it, but Spirit is suggesting that you unload some of that in some way, a healthy way. Aquarius, love this. Aquarius has major arcana card number 11, the Justice. So this is an excellent card to have. This can indicate legal resolution, inheritance, settlement, law proceedings, or some such thing. Justice being served, fairness, balance, equality. Justice is always a positive card. If you are looking for resolution, this would be resolution finding you. This would be something in your favor, Aquarius. I feel like as far as the black sheep, discovery, self-esteem, I feel like you may have something that has kind of shooken your self-esteem a little bit as of recently, what I'm seeing here. But I want to say that, nobody makes or breaks you, Aquarius. So standing your ground and staying true to who you are is really what is indicative here. I want to say that, we can realize, oh no, I'm the outsider. I had better conform to blend in and fit just like everyone else. But I want to say to you that there's a reason that you are there with your energetic frequency, okay? To stand your ground, to hold the light, to be you as you are. That's what is needed in whatever mix or contribution you are involved in. Okay, it's important that you be yourself, even if you see yourself as a minority, as an outsider, as an outcast, as not favored, right? Remember that you don't see yourself through eyes like everybody else sees you. Spirit wants me to say that right now, that you know what's going on inside of you and all your fears and insecurities and doubts, but nobody else sees that. And they don't know any of that unless you convey that to them. Okay, so stand your ground. Even if you are different, the world needs different. Okay, and those areas that you are reaching to need your unique flair. Okay, so don't, oh, wait a minute, let me change that real quick. Oh, everyone's wearing suits. Oh, shit. Don't start changing yourself now, because you are needed as you are. So Justice, excellent card for Aquarius there. I really am called to say it's important to be I don't know what the heck you're talking about, Julie. Oh, you're talking about spirit. My bad. Trip me out. Aquarius, like, look, I really need to say something just real quick here. Is like, and try not to hold any grudges this week, okay? Because I can feel how like this person sees she's looking downward, but it looks like her eyes are kind of closed. You know what I mean? I see how she's fair and imbalanced, no, fair and balanced and impartial. Okay, so I kind of feel like calling a spade may be necessary. Like when you've stuck your foot in your mouth, just admit the mistake, okay? As opposed to, I don't know what else, but I feel like that's important for Aquarius this week. It's important to admit your mistakes, or if for some reason, you see things, I feel like you don't want to admit the truth of something, okay? Because it would be like, I don't know, go against a belief that you hold or an image that you have or whatever this could be. And Spirit is saying that, like, uh, being honest about, maybe what's not right for you any longer or something like this is beneficial to you. If you have been reaching towards, something that you've been in alignment for, and now you're almost there and you realize, like, I don't really have the same passion for this any longer. It's okay to decide to change tracks. Nothing is holding you to that path if it doesn't draw you anymore, and but you picked up a lot on the way. Okay, so I want to say to Aquarius, all the things that you learned on the way are valuable and have made you who you are in this moment. It all adds to your energetic frequency, right? So recognizing that even if things didn't work out of the past, it was for your greatest and highest good, and pulling those lessons and those blessings out, and recognizing those is what Spirit is calling for here before you move to that next level. Look at, she's way up there, she's expanding, man. And that's what I feel for Aquarius, is when you take a look and kind of be like, yeah, well, that didn't work out, but I did learn whatever else, it wasn't a total waste of my life. Then you will be able to move upward into that next big thing, next big stage. That's what I feel, Aquarius. Trying to look more objectively at your past and at your present. So whatever the air signs, thank you. Give me one moment, I'll jump into water signs. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay. So water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, your vibes for the week ahead. Too many. Let me sip my something. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Ooh. What's going on? What can help? Ooh. I think you guys might have got that last week too. Who knows? Hold on. Weirdness going on. And we're going to go a little deeper now with Cancer here. Tarot of Mystical Moments. They say it's on the bottom for Cancer. Whoop. Scorpio. I almost put it upside down. And Pisces is this one. Oh boy. Interesting. Oh, thank goodness for the replay. Yes. All right. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, your vibes for the week ahead. You've got in the grip. Okay. In the grip. Can you imagine life on the other side? A harmony of pure loving souls where there is no conflict, no pain, there's no duality or polarity, no secrets or healthy debates, no adversity, no challenges, no sex, no physical affection. Can you imagine an eternity there? Forever is a really long time. Our souls come here to earth to experience the polarity of earthly life. We pick the obstacles that become our personal challenges. On a soul level, we know we can overcome them. Whether in the grip of addiction, alcoholism, illness, struggles, or hardships, you can overcome. Every step in the right direction is a victory to be celebrated. So, again, addiction, alcoholism, illness, struggles, hardships. So your vibes for the week ahead, I can feel that some water signs are really dealing with some stuff. And I know that Carol, you're sick, and I know that we've got a couple of others who are, down and under the weather. So it could be that, it could be stress in your life, money matters in your life, unhealthy coping mechanisms that you are kind of leaning on at this time because life has been lifey or whatever this could be for the water signs. Sometimes we have that. Sometimes we are going through a challenge. Now, sometimes we are weighed down by the challenges that our loved ones are going through. Okay, I have to say this. Not everyone's wrapped up in the grip, but your heart might be in a grip because you're worried about people in your life that are dealing with stuff that is kind of challenging and it's out of your hands. Okay, so what you have here as some what's going on, the Seven of Intentions, the honoring path. Wow, the honoring path. So this is about healthy boundaries. Okay, that person has achieved a certain level of lifestyle status, comfort, whatever this is, empowerment, even authenticity. And all those people down there don't make or break that person. She's not going to change herself depending on what they say or what they think. Okay, so I really feel how if you're going in some kind of, you're on water signs are dealing with some kind of struggle or hardship, the fact that this is here is telling me that you're doing it alone. You're dealing with it alone. You're keeping other people at a distance. Those hands can't even touch her. You know what I mean? I'm keeping you at a distance. I don't need your help. I don't want your help. I may not even share this information with you. And look at all the lights that are coming from her. She's glowing. I want to say that you're handling things very well. Everybody doesn't need to know your business. And when you need support, and it's not there for you, that tells you a lot about the connections in your life. And that is also honoring to you and your path, because you can adjust things as you see fit and decide to put relationships into perspective when they may be falling short of your expectation. I feel some people here like who need the support and it's not there. I have others here who are trying to clean up their finances, and maybe they have a spouse or significant other or child or somebody else who's draining their finances on unhealthy spending, coping mechanisms, etc. I feel like you're trying to do better and be better and carve out those healthy boundaries around these kinds of issues in your home, in your life, in your family, or even within yourself. And I want to say that this is a process, and every time you make the right decision it's to be celebrated, man. It's a victory. So pat yourself on the back for every teeny tiny success, for every moment that you make it through, for every time you feel a little better. Make sure that you are the one who is praising your efforts, because when we're not feeling it or seeing it, it's easier to give up. It's easier to just lay down and fall down in the dumps and say, forget it. I'm not going to work on it, whatever. Now, what can help? Surrender to your soul's path. Your life journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Wow. So, your soul's path, your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. So, these lessons are telling you something, okay? The lessons are telling you something about what could stand to be addressed in your life, about, what areas to pull away from maybe and lean into something else, whatever. When we're having a whole heck of a lot of lessons and struggle and hardships and challenges that we're not integrating, then we keep having more resistance, more of the same. Okay, so spirit is really calling the water signs to get clear about the problems in your life and how you want to solve them of your own accord and choosing. Okay, because when you are walking the path of others, or you've left your own path and you're like guiding someone else on theirs or taking care, cleaning up after them, whatever. I feel this, your water signs, whatever you're up to, it needs to be your own. This is yellow for a reason. Like other people's paths aren't yours. That's why I don't feel right. That's why it's not taking you to the great places that you expect that you want to go. Okay. You want to be happy. You want to be successful. You want to be free. How come I'm not all of these things? Because you're walking on Joe's path next to you, and that is not your path. Okay. So what is your path? And I understand that sometimes our paths are parallel, but we split throughout the day. We have our own free time, and spirit is calling you. Yeah, you've got obligations, responsibilities, duties, and roles of who you are in relation to other people in your life. But who the fuck are you when you're alone? You cease to exist. What do you do in those moments? I feel like that spirit is really putting things into perspective for the water signs this week so that you can make some real, true, stable changes for yourself with righteousness. Okay, so maybe you're under the weather or not feeling so good or having some kind of struggle and hardship, and your folks aren't quite there for you. I'm sorry, I don't want to say this. Maybe they are, but they think you can handle it. I don't know. But whatever the case is, I feel like this is going to be in your face for a reason. Because otherwise you may not care to know. Okay, but it is important for you to put things into perspective so that you can retain your own empowerment to decide to function in whatever way is proper for you in your life. Okay, I feel like sometimes we can put a whole lot of a power in other people's hands because we care about them or care what they think about us. And spirit is saying that water signs, it's beneficial for you to take that power right back to yourself. Okay, this is what all of this is pushing you towards, is self-reliance. Focus on you. I'm focusing on me and all the stuff I have going on because they're supposed to, because you've lost sight of yourself for so long, and because that still happens. Okay, once you're feeling tip top and better and this stuff is behind you, are you going to go right back to the same old routine where you're giving too much of yourself and you're not showing up for yourself the same way that you show up for others? Integrate the lesson now. Watch and learn what you're learning. What is this teaching me? What do I need to know? What are the right answers? Okay, then do that. And once you successfully integrate those lessons and move through them properly, you can advance to the next level of your life without that kind of nonsense. But if you find yourself stuck in this loop, it's because there's more to learn and more to know before you can grow into that next space. Water sign. I'm glad you're feeling it. Thank you. And welcome, friends. All right. So Gemini, no, not Gemini. My bad. Hey, Gemini ears. Okay. Cancer. Cancer's who I'm talking to. You've got the Ace of Swords here. Move my big old finger. Sorry. Ace of Swords for Cancer. Ace of Swords for Cancer here. So the Ace of Swords is about our thought processes and mental energies. And as you can see, this person has the key in his hand. And the lock is right up here. Okay. So I can decide to let that mind just to go, or I can decide if I'm going to plan and prepare in a positive way, right? Because we all want to, plan and project for the future. It is healthy to set goals and to be prepared for those things so that you can keep stepping on track. But sometimes we future trip. Sometimes we sit in our misery. Okay, I kind of feel like this is some kind of, I'm in my head space because I'm very angry about all of this stuff and the lack of support that I'm feeling from people and the way that things just aren't working out. And I feel like Cancer's allowing that headspace to just roll around, roll around, roll around. And I want to say to you this, now's the time. Now is the time to examine those darker thoughts and feelings and really feel them and let them show themselves to you. Okay. While you're dealing with this nonsense, you're in resonance with this frequency because it wants to be seen, honored, heard, and you're the person to do that. Okay. So get honest with your feelings. Don't shush yourself. Don't tell yourself you're too sensitive. Oh, just stop. Get over that. You're too sensitive. You shouldn't even matter. It shouldn't even matter to you, but it does. Okay, so don't shush yourself. Don't do that. Okay, allow yourself to be angry. Allow yourself to feel the unjust scenario or circumstance that you find yourself in, because as you're moving through this right now, you're releasing this all. Okay. So when you feel it, when you see it, when you let it, have its moment, and then like, it kind of has its moment, and now I'm not so mad, and it's kind of over. And I guess I thought all I could think, and I said all the things I could say in my mind about that, and whatever this is, and allow it. Because if I feel like Cancer, you're going through challenging circumstances. Maybe you are sick and your body's sick right now. Those kinds of frequencies are resonant with the denser energies. And as your body is detoxing and releasing, flushing out this sickness, you can flush these kinds of patterns out with it. Okay, so do it now. Do it now and let it see its way out. Take yourself a cleansing shower or bath, maybe with some Epsom salt or something like this, to really flush those patterns while you feel these feelings. Cry in the shower, be mad, whatever you want to do, or if you're going to be angry beforehand, then take your shower and cleanse, or you can do it all at the same time. I don't care what you're up to. Just allow it to happen. Because when we shush our feelings and we tell them to be quiet, and we tell ourselves we got to get over things like that, um, you pit yourself against yourself. It contradicts your soul. You know what I mean? Inside. So you have to have compassion for you. And if you feel a certain way, then damn straight, that's what it is. So feel it so that you can let that pattern go and open to new, fresh patterns that are not like that. Scorpio, you got major arcana card number 12, the Hanged Man. Okay, so check it out. I feel for Scorpio, a tiny, tiny bit of a different message, but take it as it resonates. Okay, the Hanged Man is never begrudging the weight. They are hanging on purpose, not on purpose. Okay, you may find yourself hanging, waiting, just in limbo in the balance, but okay, this is a pause. This is a nice restful period where I'm going to sit back and relax and see what the next thing is, see what happens, how this goes, how this unfolds, right? So Scorpio, I feel like maybe this is someone else who's in the grip, or maybe that's you. It's weighing heavily on your heart. These hardships, the struggles of your family, yourself, or others. Okay, I kind of feel for Scorpio, it's more so like others. Okay, but this Hanged Man is kind of like, just relax. You don't have to intervene. Okay, and if this is your struggle and stress, relax. You don't have to push the process, or try to double down on something to circumvent this or that. It's about really just allowing yourself to move through whatever this downtime, this challenge is, or witness your friend, family member, coworker, whatever, going through some kind of struggle that's weighing on you. Can't help them. The honoring path, like these both have path on them, guys. The honoring path and surrender to your soul's path. Okay, so again, with the whose path are you on, I kind of feel like your path is good. Okay, and maybe others is weighing on you. So watch and wait and see, because you don't have to correct anyone else's path, Scorpio. You don't have to say, hey, you're on the wrong side. Maybe they are, but they have valuable lessons to learn while they walk on their own paths too. Okay, so I want to say to Scorpio, now's the time for pause, to watch and wait and move forward, and see how things unfold, but not the time for you to take action or intervene. Okay, rest up, pull in, recuperate, all these things, and I feel like this will work itself out. And for Pisces here, oh boy, look at this. Do you guys see this scammer on here? Didn't I already talk about this? Yeah, don't jump to that kind of nonsense. And guess what? Yeah, you too. All right. Sorry about that, friends. I removed that person. I'm sorry they junked up the feed there. Okay. So Pisces, same message applies. In the grip, honoring path, surrender to your soul's path. Okay. You've got major arcana card number 16, the Tower. Kind of like Sagittarius had, right? Okay. But Pisces, look at this. I feel like something is collapsing. Okay. Something is disintegrating or fading out of your life. And it's okay to do so. It's okay to pull in and pull back. And I want to say that whatever struggles you're going through I feel like it probably has to do with this. Okay. The struggles, the hardship, the challenge is so that you can start over fresh. Okay. But if you're not recognizing this kind of challenge, you're not going to make those changes that are necessary to get you into 100% healthier, brighter, more aligned spaces, right? So when the going gets tough, that's when we make the changes. So that's what I see here for Pisces. The 16, the Tower here, is that the universe is stepping in to make things very challenging for you in the areas in which you are exerting more effort and energy and emotion, or finances, then is, healthy for you. So when you see the resistance in these areas, it's a good indication of, where to start over, start fresh, or pull away from, if you will. I want to say to you also, though, Pisces, is that some of these things may be unexpected, things that are kind of off the table now. And I want to say it is so common and normal to grieve the loss of hopes and dreams. Okay, so I kind of feel like this could be one of those things where, I had a hope that I was going to get that job, or I was talking to somebody and now we're not talking anymore, whatever. I hoped that something was going to happen, but it fell through and I'm crushed. I know it sounds stupid because I didn't have it in the first place, but I had the hope and I had the dream, and I'm crushed because I really felt like that was something positive for my future. So Pisces, I want to say to you that it's okay to mourn the loss of something that you have not had yet. Write those things out too. Spirit is encouraging all these patterns and emotions and mental threads to just be let go. If we know that we, need to close those chapters or that they're not good for us any longer, it's okay to let it go. And that is what I have to say to Pisces. Is some partings or disconnections or things that are not brought to our lives. Some of those things are sad. Some of them are painful. Some of them are disappointing or discouraging. But Spirit wants to say to you that you had a vision of that. Okay. And that's what you're discouraged is, oh, I had this vision. It would be great. Right. But Spirit knows the vision and it would not have been great. It would not have been lived up to what your vision was. Now there's another vision that surpasses your own. And that is what is in the grand divine plan for you. But you have to continue walking on your path and hold that space and hope and believe that the next thing or the next best thing that is in alignment with you will come to you, and that this truly was a blessing, even if it was a letdown. Okay, that's what I feel for Pisces. And this could be now or 20 years from now. We can mourn a lot of things that we didn't missed out on, missed opportunities or relationships, connections, whatever. That's what I feel here. So Pisces and all the water signs. That is what I have for you guys. Thank you. And we're going to get a group pick a card message from the Soul's Journey Lesson Cards by James Von Prague. And I thank you to everyone for tuning in with me today. It has been a lovely broadcast. Happy Monday or whatever day it is for you. And I'm going to grab us 3 cards here. What are they, Spirit? Live or on replay? Woo. 1, 2, and 3. There you go. I've not seen them, and I'll pick card 2. 1, 2, 3. If you were drawn to pick card number 1, let me sip my water real quick. Whoops. If you were drawn to pick card number 1, the card is grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Nothing is gone forever. The belief that we have lost someone or something is merely an illusion to assist us in learning to appreciate our having had it in the first place. The emotion of grief and the sense of loss are absolutely real, but that is the point. The lesson of loss is not about the actual physical separation because the parting is temporary and illusory. The point of the lesson is to acknowledge that the bonds of love never end and that we have not been abandoned. When you accept in your heart that you will be reunited with everything you have ever loved, it will give you the ability to move beyond your grief and derive something beneficial from the experience. To wallow in grief is to pass up the opportunity that you and your soul family have devised and learn nothing from it. Instead, allow your grief to take you to a place of deeper understanding. Wow. Beautiful message. Beautiful message for number 1. And if you were drawn to pick card number 2, The card is Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. We are all spirit. We are all the same. It's only the roles we have chosen to play here on earth that make us seem different. The biggest lesson you have chosen to learn is to love. There are so many situations in this physical dimension that it is possible to incarnate into. But the core lesson is to look past these illusions and see yourself in everyone. Each soul has chosen its own struggles, and your task is not to judge how someone goes about overcoming these obstacles, but to assist that soul. Spirit has given you the tools of compassion and empathy to help you see through the eyes of those who appear different. Your ego has taught you that making other people feel insignificant or inferior will allow you to feel better about yourself. That is an illusion. By diminishing others, you diminish yourself. Always learn to follow the golden rule. I will treat others as I would like to be treated. Everyone in your life is here to teach you something about yourself. Accept the lesson with love and understanding. Ooh, beautiful card. Beautiful card. And if you were drawn to pick number 3, you're welcome, guys. I'm glad you enjoy this. If you're drawn to pick card number 3, the card is regret. I know that I cannot change the past. The soul doesn't know time. Time is a construct of the physical dimension. To your soul, there is only one big now. Think of the past as the now that has already been created, and the future as the now that has yet to be created. You don't have the power to uncreate the past, so let that go. Your power of creation lies in your awareness of the present. You have the power to not only create your future, but also create acceptance of your past. You should realize that you are the total summation of every single experience you have had. These experiences have helped shape you into the person you are today. Train yourself not to judge past events as good or bad, but as opportunities. What have you learned from the past that will help enrich your future? Focusing on the past and letting it dictate the direction of your future is taking your power away from yourself. You are the creator. You hold the power. Reflect on the lessons of the past and use your current power to create your bright future. Beautiful card and message number 3. Beautiful messages for all of us today. I thank you so much for tuning in with me on this Zodiac Monday. And if you wanted to connect with me on a deeper level, my links are in your description box. Until the next one, I send everybody so much love and so many blessings. Bye, friends.